Hi guys, it is Belle here and it is time for this week's Margarete Miller. It is week 48. I just wanted to let you all know that because I'm doing Defember and there is a video going up on Mondays for that until after Christmas, Margarete Miller's will now be moved to a Wednesday. I hope you guys are okay with that. It is just there's going to be a lot of videos happening in December and it just made sense to move these ones to a Wednesday when there won't be another video going up on Wednesday rather than having two on Monday and none on a Wednesday. So just to let you guys know, if you're like, where were our Monday Margarete Millers? I know that's happened a few times over the past couple of months where I've had to move it, but it will definitely always be on a Wednesday for the next few weeks. So let's get started. It's going to be another festive themed one. We have a fragrant plant, something you can drink from, text in a foreign language, people, an illustration, and bonus of craft or brown paper. Oh, last week, guys, was such a very busy week. But what we're going to be documenting in this week, I forgot to say hello and welcome if you are new, but all the links will be down below for Margarete's YouTube and for her Etsy, where you can purchase the prompts from. And obviously there is a playlist on my channel of not only this year's but the other previous 3 years, and I do it differently each year, so they are worth checking out. But what I will be documenting in this one, trying to work out which one I want. Kind of love this one actually. I was going to do this one though, so we'll go with this. My partner, myself and our youngest went to the Ideal Home Christmas exhibition in London. It was at the Olympia Centre, which we have been to before because we've been to Comic-Con and things like that there. And we've never been to the Ideal Home Christmas exhibition there. But I'm trying to do as many Christmassy things as possible this year. I just think after quite a challenging year, I just think it's much needed. And so we went to it. I have to say, I wasn't that impressed by it. So if you're going to tell me it's a Christmas show, I want it to be full on Christmas. Out of all the stalls, it was manic, guys. There must have been thousands of people there. I'm not kidding you. It was on 2 levels. So you had like the main Ideal Home Christmas exhibition on the ground floor, and then up above there was a cake and bake show, which loved that, and the food court, which honestly, food from every corner of the world was there. Oh, such a mouth-watering array of things. And we went, it was absolutely packed, but what I would say is I get it. Some of the stalls are there as a way to get presents, you know, ideas, but I honestly just felt like it was a normal shopping centre. There were stalls there for hot tubs and I don't know, garden sheds and things. I was like, who's buying that as a Christmas gift? I would say out of all the stalls, maybe only 20%, if that, were purely Christmas. I thought there was going to be a lot of decorations and bits that you could pick up for the home and all that. There wasn't. And it was a really weird mix of stalls. Some of them looked like they were almost like market stall, you know, cheap market stall, like pound shop kind of thing. Others were very high end. They literally had everything there from do you want a teeth whitening kit or a spa break, to come and buy my cheap t-shirts, or they had 4 stalls just for premium types of pet food and stuff. It was very weird, and I can't say that I enjoyed it completely. It was all right. I actually picked up a couple of things from a few food stalls as gifts, but to be honest, yeah, it wasn't what I was expecting. Now, the bits I did enjoy about it. So I really liked, as I said, the bake area. They had loads of cakes and different foods you could try and all that kind of thing. It was very, very good. And they had a gingerbread cake competition. I'm going to put a couple of pictures here. Oh my gosh, guys. I mean, gingerbread like you've never seen it before. They also had a life size, literally taller than me, Grinch that was a cake, like it was icing and everything. It was life size. It was 3-dimensional, guys. It was standing there. I was like, oh my gosh, they've got a statue of the Grinch. No, it was a cake. It blew my actual mind. It really, really did. So that was a lot of fun. And like I said, they had a lot of really lovely food stalls for lunches and things. So my son, his lunch was from Bombay. My partner, his was from Germany. I ended up having Greek. And then I had I never pronounced this right. Is it an acai bowl? Which is very healthy, and it was full of berries and granola and coconuts and nuts and all sorts of yummy stuff. There's everyone else around me eating like burgers and pizzas and curries and hot dogs and whatever else, and there's me with this healthy yummy bowl. It was delicious though. It was really good. So there were lots of different things that I was expecting more freebies as well. I don't know why, but I just was, but there wasn't. So we only stayed actually a couple of hours, and I had hoped, when we were there, I was hoping that when we finished, we would go travel back, because the Olympia Centre's all the way up one end of London. And I was hoping when we travel back, we'll go down the South Bank, which is one of my favourite areas of London. I just love the South Bank. There's so much always going on around that area, and you've got like the Tate and the British Film Institute, so many things, so many areas. Borough Market's near there, Tooley Street, the Golden Hind, you name it. It's at the South Bank. It's amazing. And they have like a little Christmas market stall. So because we left quite early, we ended up going from sort of it's sort of 2/3 of the way up South Bank. So on the way back, we got off at Temple, went over one of the many bridges over the Thames, and started walking down, down, down. It's about, from where we started to where we had to get to the train home, it was about an 1.5 to 2 hour walk. This is a picture of me and my son. They had this sleigh with reindeers and everything at the start of the Ideal Home Christmas exhibition, so I thought we'd use that today. And I have this like photo thing, sticker, that I want to add, I think. So we got off, and as soon as we crossed over the bridge, we discovered there was a Oaxaca there, which is this Mexican food restaurant, but it is street food. The woman who created Oaxaca actually won the first ever, I think it was the first ever MasterChef, UK MasterChef. She's just a normal person, not might leave the white a little bit, not a celebrity or anything. And she had been to Mexico quite a few times and loved the proper street food, not your more British or Americanized kind of chili or something like that. And we've always loved Oaxaca, but the one near us closed down. My youngest here, it's his favorite restaurant. He absolutely loves Oaxaca. We have been there so many times when he was little. The one near us used to have like a camper van that was all, they'd kind of gutted it and made it into a table and seating area. And whenever it was available, he would want to sit in the camper van. And so he was very excited. They didn't have a camper van, this one, in where it was in London. And he was just like, oh gosh, do you think? And I was like, yeah, let's go to Oaxaca and have a beautiful meal. And it's proper like street food-esque. I had these halloumi, which may not be Mexican, but it was the vegan option, halloumi spiced slaw kind of tacos, and we also got a side of spiced cauliflower with beautiful dips. And then I also got this big, what were they, sweet potato, like it was this big, just slices them. Oh, the flavors, everything was fresh, everything was delicious, everything was amazing. We just had all these plates in the middle of the table, and it was just so much fun. And my son really loves the hibiscus juice there. That's what he always used to get, so he got one of those. They also had an alcoholic horchata drink, but he was a little bit disappointed in that. It didn't, I think he was thinking it was going to be different to what it was. It just really tasted like alcohol with a bit of a frothy top, which he was expecting more of an alcoholic kind of milkshakey kind of thing. Anyway, and by this point, London was starting to be lit up. So we were sitting up at the top of the restaurant, and you could see out onto the Thames and the bridge, and all the lights were starting up. And if you are used to London, it's in the area of the South Bank where they hold the book market. Now, I know what you're all thinking, but I didn't go. So, yeah, I didn't go to the book market. Who am I? So, we had lunch out there, and we want it over a little bit. And then once we'd eaten lunch, well, like an early dinner, we had that there. And then we started walking back to, well, down the South Bank. It was so lit up. London at night is stunning. You could feel like you were somewhere like New York or something. It feels right out of the movies. It's one of my favourite places. I have been to the South Bank more times than I can actually count. I love it down there. There's so much to see. There's so many places. And as you wander around as well, you've got Borough Market at some parts, and like beautiful, beautiful places as you wander in and out. And we were just walking down. Now, he has brought, I think it's a 1950s kind of camcorder. It's really old, really, really old. And he brought some film for it as well. And so when we were in London, I think it's going to work better there, he was actually going around with this camcorder. He'd already taken loads of footage. You have to take the film out and turn it around, and it reminds me of a sewing machine. It has to go around all these bits, proper old film. And so he took it with him on the day, and he was getting London by Night. Now it's silent and it only films in black and white, but it's going to be amazing. So we were seeing all the lights, and it was, oh gosh, like all the bridges are lit up underneath, and they're all reds and like golds and things like that. And then it's all over the water, and it's, I'll try and put another picture here. There's going to be so many pictures in this one, guys. So we've got, sorry, getting distracted. We've got people, me and my son. We've got craft or brown paper, gingerbread, reminds me of the gingerbread competition. We've got a fragrant plant. We've got fir trees in the back. And I always think of pine and fir trees for Christmas. They've got that scent. So we've got that. Something you can drink from. I'm going to use this. I was sent this little sticker ages ago. Illustration. Now, we went to Vendula London. I've never been there before. They do bags. But you see this illustration of London? I want to actually use that on here. Let me show you the bag my other half got me as my anniversary gift. So if you watched last week's, you will know it has been our 35th anniversary. Look at this bag, guys. It is the Witch's Pantry, it is called. Look, there's even like little skull glasses and bats. It actually says Vendula London. This is all embroidered. Got all the apothecary. You've got real leaves. Look, that's a little metal broomstick there, guys. And this is like ceramic kind of mushroom or resin with the spider. Even the windows have acetate. Do you see the candles? And it says, please have your leave your broomstick outside on the door. And as we open the door, it's magnetized. It's got a little cat. I haven't removed this bit yet. It's got a little cat with cauldron with a moon, witch's books, a moon phase. The cat's got her hat on. The actual bag itself, just see how it looks like wood. And then down here with the pebbles. And then look at the roof, guys. I mean, we've got the little cauldron there. Look at the roof. We've even got a little black cat in this window. Look at all the embroidery, another spider. It's stunning. Let me turn it round. It actually says, what a beautiful day here. I've got a little thing. So we've got our back pocket. And then it opens up. And it has pockets and everything inside. It can be crossbody or just carry. This is all metal here. Even underneath here, it's embroidered a little bit. This is, they do limited edition bags. They do have a website, so if you're on the UK, check out their website. I'll leave it linked down below. But this is all sold out. There's only the witch's boot left. I went in because I originally saw they had a bookshop bag in the window and their Christmas bags, guys. And then I saw their witches collection. So they do bags, they do phone cases, they do purses, they do all sorts. Let me zoom you back in. So I'd gone in to have a look at it again. There they are. I want this illustration. I'd gone in to have a look at it because I'd seen the gingerbread in the background. Maybe we bring it down like this and this could be the pocket. I'd seen the gingerbread house ones or the, should we just cut it maybe? No, I want the illustration. Just wondering. I'd seen the Christmas ones in the background and thought, oh my goodness, what kind of bags are they? They look amazing. And I am after a new bag. And then my other half, I walked back out because I was thinking, oh my gosh, they're so expensive. And, you know, realistically, that's an oil bill. But I went off taking pictures of Christmas trees. And he ended up sort of walking back out with a big bag. And I was like, you didn't? And he was like, I did. Happy anniversary. Wondering about doing that, actually. I kind of like that. Let's put that on there. Oh, it's stunning. And best thing about it, guys, it's all vegan. It's vegan leather. So I don't have to be stressed or anything like that because it is vegan. And I will definitely be keeping there's no way, like I'm not going to be able to afford too many of those bags at all. But they did have a stunning little phone case that was actually the witch's pantry as well. I mean, this is a lot down the South Bank as well. You've got, well, this is over the other side, but you've got the Tower, Big Ben there. You've got the wheel. That's all South Bank. So, yeah. Oh my gosh. It was such a good day. Maybe I'll have that down here. I'm trying to be careful because, do you know what? Let's put this on here because it's still sticky. Maybe the gingerbread house behind. No, I kind of like the gingerbread house there. And I wanted this because it has the lights and we saw all the lights around London. Maybe it will go better behind like that. Maybe move this up a little bit. placement today is not coming together so easily. So we saw all the lights down and around London. Yeah, that'll work. That will work. Okay. Let's put this down first. Saw all the lights, walked all the way down, saw all the Christmas market that they have there. It was exactly the same stalls as last year, actually. Went into the Hayward Gallery. That is, it's not an actual museum or gallery. It's a set of shops. And they always have a beautiful Christmas tree and things like that. So, and some stalls. All you could smell everywhere was amazing food. So that was good. We enjoyed that. I'm trying to think. This is going to have to be a tuck spot, but I'm also going to have to put that. And yeah, we just had an amazing time. We got home so late though. We'd been out for hours and hours and hours because we'd gone into London early. My poor cats were like, "Where's our dinner? You're hours late for our dinner. Where have you been?" They don't like it when I'm out a lot of the day. So we did that, and we just had the most amazing day, really, guys. We really did. We ate good food. I mean, like I said, the Christmas Ideal Home Christmas show was not the what I was expecting. I wouldn't go back, but we've done it, and that's, you know, I can say I've done it, which is good. And then we had a wonderful meal, and it was a difficult week for my son for certain reasons, because it was a year on from something that had happened last year, but he had a wonderful day and got to go to one of his favourite restaurants. Now let's have a look. Fragrant plants, something you can drink from, text in a foreign language, I've got a stick for that, people, an illustration, brown. So it's just this. We need to put this on here, a drink. Obviously, guys, well, it may not be obvious to you, but obviously I had hot chocolate, because wherever we go, I have hot chocolate. I also have a little poinsettia. Now, before any of you say anything, poinsettia is a plant. I specifically looked that up. It is a plant. These leaves are actually plants. The flower bit is in the middle. Now, it does have a very delicate scent, so not necessarily something that you can say has a strong scent, but it is a plant. Now, what I want to bring in is this sticker book. I picked this up last year, and it says, excuse my pronunciation if you're German, even though I used to be able to speak fluent German, Frohes Fest, which I think means warm wishes, I think. I could be wrong. But look at these little kids with their presents. I liked that. And that's my text in a foreign language. We also have this one over here I quite like. But this makes me think about us walking through London, and I would have liked a bigger one, but it's just not going to work on where I've got my images and stuff. So we need to see. I feel like it could go really well here. Would have gone well down there, wouldn't it? But I feel like it'll go really well here, and it'll cover up this weird sign and this pillar there. And then we still have a little poinsettia, which again, I want to see part of that because it is the Kodak. And I think it'll go quite well down here, the poinsettia. So yes, it is a plant. I checked. I did check, unless we have it coming out the side. No, I don't like that. So there you go. I'm not sure I like the layout completely of this, but that's okay. I think this was too big. I should have put a smaller, like I had a little gingerbread, and I could have stamped one out of craft card actually. So I could have done that, but I didn't, and that's okay. some we will like more than others. I'm still wondering if I want to put a little gingerbread person on there. I just kind of love him on there. Put a little tree, a little gingerbread guy. Yeah, that's making it feel better to me. We've still got our fragrant plant. So, yes, but it was a great day out. And out so long. And it was so much fun watching my son with his camcorder, this vintage one. He loves cameras. And so he picked, I can't remember when he picked this vintage one up. And yeah, he just loves cameras. And to get to take it out and play with it around London and things like that, and at other markets and things. And then I had a go at it as well. And the thing is, because it looks like a camera, every time he was like, guys, stop and be in it, his dad was like, stand still. And I was like, no, it's a camcorder, you can wave and everything. So, oh, right, okay. So that made me laugh. Right, this is the Tim Holtz Christmas words. But I'm wondering if I want one of the black ones, even though I don't like them. I think I might. Let's grab that. So it's these ones I don't like, the label stickers. Wonderful Life. I like that one. Be Joyful. Yeah, I like that one too. Oh, I really don't like these. I'm going to have to use them. Once they're used, I'm not buying them again. I don't know why. They just never work very well. For me, it's probably user error, so you know. Be Joyful, and I definitely want one down here, and I think I definitely want Wonderful Life because it's just memories. And my youngest was saying he can't remember the last time it was just me, him, and his dad in London. Usually there's always one of the others with us as well, or he goes to London a lot with his brother. But just us guys together doing something. I mean, we go other places, but not necessarily just us three in London together. So it was just good to spend that time with him. I mean, he's moved home this year, but he will be looking to move back out at some point next year. So I'm just enjoying the time we do have with him. Now I need to trim this and let's go over it. Really should have made this a bit bigger because we've got so much to write about on here. But let's trim it. Oh, now it's looking better. Now I like it. Okay, so we have fragrant plant, we have fir pine trees, which we use at Christmas, something you can drink from a little takeaway cup, or as I often do, I take my own little cup. Text in a foreign language, we've got this here, people, an illustration, we've got this one of London, and craft or brown paper, we've got this die cut. This is going to fit into here, and then this tag, I'm thinking of taking the top bit off the tag and putting that onto here to make that fit. So yeah, it was just a lovely day, a much needed lovely day, and a wonderful memory for us all. And how good am I not stopping to have a look at the books? To be honest, I would have, but the train we were getting, it wasn't running after a certain time, quite an early time actually, considering it normally runs all night. It wasn't running after a certain time, and I was just so worried that somehow or other we would miss it. So I didn't stop and have a look at the books. Well done me. But that's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, they're going to be festive themed for the next few weeks, so hopefully you don't get bored of that. We've had some more traditional festive, and this was much more kind of bright and that, so not full on Christmas yet, but getting there. So anyway, guys, I'll be back again soon with another video. But until next time, wherever you are in the world, I really do hope you're having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.